You guys don't need to worry about me getting revenge from Diddy. I've got 3 moves that make sure he'll never be able to come after me or my family. First, I personally reached out to the victims' legal teams. The real reason he's not getting out is those buried cases behind the scenes. I provided legal funding for 7 victims who had been silent for years and brought in the top criminal attorneys in the country. Second, I bought up every potential post-release business deal he had lined up. I planned this 2 years in advance, so by the time he got sentenced and still had hope of getting out, every partner had already cut ties with him. Third, I don't just have evidence, I've got backups. This is an entire minefield that's been buried for 20 years. I uncovered every secret from the last 30 years. With testimonies from the victims, we interviewed over a dozen people he tricked, threatened, or violated. You think that's harsh? No, he destroyed other people's lives for decades. I'm just making sure he spends a few extra years in prison for it. I'm not afraid of his people, not afraid of his threats. I know he's still in there fantasizing about a comeback, but the truth is, he's never coming back.
Is there other stuff that you just have not shown?
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make the, it was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot, you had to pick and choose things, like even in the area where he chooses to date people who he knows previously dated someone. He has a baby by a woman that was dating Tupac.
Rappers, if there was any beefs, they would have like diss tracks.
Yeah.
It would be the diss tracks. Now it's just like a docuseries.
This one, the timing was, I knew what it was going to turn into.
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you.
Until the FBI told them, yo, we think that's for you. So, if you getting paid to do a job, he was already doing his job. So that's why I think he did it.
So I want to backtrack, my man, because you made a comment and you said something that you never said on my platform before. You did say on my platform before that you believe Puffy, he was the target, but you never said that.
Because if they got if they got some tapes out there and it was some underage, whether it's celebrities or not, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be real crazy, and they're gonna have to bring that to forefront because the prosecutor's gonna want those tapes, and they're gonna do whatever they have to do legally to get those tapes. No ifs, ands.
50 Cent's documentary didn't just reignite conversations about Diddy. It quietly redirected the spotlight toward everyone connected to his orbit. As the film climbed to the top of Netflix's charts, public scrutiny intensified and the focus grew sharper. Yet one familiar voice was noticeably absent. Snoop Dogg, typically outspoken and ever-present online, said nothing at all. In moments of intense public pressure, silence can speak louder than any statement. And when controversy reaches this scale, one question becomes impossible to ignore. Is staying quiet a calculated move, or a sign that something far more sensitive is at stake?
Puffy's sons and my sons have been best friends since they were 6, 7 years old. I didn't make it happen and Puffy didn't make it happen. One night I was at my house and Puffy's son was over about like 9 o'clock and I'm like, cuz, what time you going home? And he like, I'm spending the night. I'm like, did you tell your dad? He like, nah, my mom dropped me off. So Kim, rest in peace, was connecting my kids with Puff kids and they formed a friendship and a bond. When Justin went to UCLA, my son went to UCLA. When Christian was rapping, my son was rapping. When he was modeling, they was flying over the world together. So they forged a friendship and a brotherhood that me and Puff
think. But let's go through, I want to go through this list. So, all right, we have a lot of names on this list. I want to go through the transcription because I'll play a little bit of this video. It's just kind of annoying. It's playing a lot of music. Who put this song on? Drake. Oprah. Oprah's on every list, guys. And honestly, that's one I believe. Why is she on every list? J-Lo. Always bringing back J-Lo. A with A-Rod. Will Smith. Alicia Keys. All right, they mixed it so it sounds more depressing, and it's not. It's a very annoying edit. Andy Curtis, shame on you. Calling out all the names who are involved and turned his back on him. This list is insane. Look, he knew a lot of famous people. He did. That is a truth. Not all of them are implicit in what he did. But here is the list. Here's the list. Without further ado, I will show you the list. Drake, Oprah, J-Lo, A-Rod, Will Smith, Alicia Keys, Justin Bieber, Kevin Hart, Mark Wahlberg, Snoop, another one, himself, DJ Khaled. We could just play this the whole time.
Another one.
We got Swiss Beats.
Another one.
Kelly Rowland.
Another one.
Chris Brown.
Another one.
Maluma. I won't keep putting it. Just funny because DJ Khaled was also on the last lawsuit from Lil Rod, claiming he went into the bedroom with male workers. Allegedly, so says Lil Rod. Maluma, Issa Rae, Ciara, Janelle Monáe, Lizzo, Meg Thee Stallion, J Balvin, Naomi Campbell, Jessica Alba, Peter Wilson, Gabriel Union, Usher. Usher's still friendly with him. All those parties he went to. Demi Lovato, Tracy Ellis Ross, Wale, Julianne Hough, Diplo, Lil Uzi Vert, D-Nice. Oh, it's our own D-Nice. Hey, D-Nice. Burna Boy. D-Nice, you didn't tell me you were at a Diddy party. Paris Global, Nicole Scherzinger from Pussycat Dolls, Cara Delevingne, Winnie Harlow, French Montana, also listed in a lot of the stuff, and many more. Jay-Z, Machine Gun Kelly, Tiana Taylor, Travis Scott were also pictured at the hip-hop mogul's birthday per snaps, which we can look at. But look, it's interesting because there's definitely, obvious names on this list. There's also a few like Tracy Ellis Ross and Jessica Campbell and Janelle Monáe and Issa Rae are more like, Hollywood liberal type people. He's got a lot. It's just a very big list of folks. Do I believe everybody on this list was involved in something debaucherous? No, I don't. When you look at the footage of the party, like he does this a lot, where he has like these fancy ones that he takes photos of for everyone to see. So and what the vibe I get is he throws these big parties. He's known for the parties. That's clear. And I believe he was throwing really big celebrity parties that were, look great. Look like, super weddings. When you show up to a party, you got amazing decor and drinks and things. No doubt. I believe he was doing these events too.
Snoop Dogg has openly spoken about his deep, long-standing relationship with Diddy, a bond that extended far beyond music and into their personal lives. Their families were closely intertwined, with their children growing up together, attending the same schools, and moving within the same professional circles. The kind of closeness created a tight-knit environment that reflected the partnership of their parents. But that level of proximity changes the narrative. When controversy reaches an inner circle, distance becomes difficult and neutrality nearly impossible. The conclusion is hard to ignore. Strong bonds don't just create loyalty, they also carry risk.
They will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. And I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are. I call them the facilitators of foul play, willing participants in vile conduct. As we identify them, each will be part of this case as defendants. These defendants will not only include individuals, but would also include corporate entities who ultimately profited off of this culture and behavior. I'm looking at banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels. We know that many of these individuals were paid cash. We know that many of these individuals involved, whether they were the ones being assaulted and abused or they're witnessing, anyone who was in the room and watched it happen, but made no effort to stop it. Any venue or venue owner who was aware of what was going on, but failed to stop it. Any individual or entity who knew about the conduct and benefited from it, but did nothing to report it or stop it. And any individual or entity who covered it up or helped cover it up. These people who know who they are should just come forward now. I would imagine, as we speak here, there are a myriad of people who are very nervous. You can't hide skeletons in the closet forever. I would expect there are many people out there right now who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data. Now, although these are in fact individual cases, there is a common theme.
He goes in, there's a lot more, the theme being that he would bring them in with drinks, lace those drinks. If you didn't drink said drinks, you were kicked out of the party. Once they took the drink and sort of passed out, they had their way with these people. And that's the theme that was happening ongoing. But so Christopher, I want to get your reactions, but I was taken by that part where he's really calm.